I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly on through the revolution. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I had that song coming so hard for the Capricorn collective earlier. Old Steve Miller Band song. And right as it came in, I look at the clock and it's 3:33. And 3:33 in the morning, mind you, in Detroit. I'm up late at night again. I'd planned to go to bed earlier, but then your download came in, and I feel like this is really, something that's up for the Capricorn collective. Something's getting activated, late at night in the small hours when it's quiet. It's like your little antenna goes up and you pick up the frequency. And I can relate. I'm a Capricorn North Node, means moving into that Capricorn energy is my destiny. And I'm also a Capricorn Jupiter, okay? Have to work really hard for all of my success, all of my blessings, but when they come, they stick and they're good, but school of hard knocks to get there with that Daddy Dom Saturn energy, okay? That comes with Capricorn. Oh, that devil. Better the devil you know. It's funny though, because 3:33 is a number that is really about it's time to go. It's time to go on to the next step. It's time to raise up to the next level. It's time to step into that bigger pair of shoes. It's time to stop holding yourself back. It's time for change. Whether that change is within or without. In your material reality, it really doesn't make any difference because they're just two sides of the same coin, okay? What you shift within also changes the entire landscape of your outer reality. We know this. And it was really funny because right after I saw the clock, saw it was 3:33, Ted, the sweet German Shepherd Fetch, my spiritual ally that's always here during the readings and provides, his own energy, holds space for all of you, and gives his own interjections sometimes. He needed to step outside, so it was so weird. I stepped outside with him, and I don't know what's going on with the Detroit skyline tonight, but the whole sky is purple. And then I heard, the sky was all purple, there were people running everywhere. Tried to run from my destruction, I didn't even care. Prince of the Revolution. And it's really funny because that's a line in, the Steve Miller Band song too. Fly on through the revolution, and it was such an interesting message and the way it came in. And I feel like this is how messages are going to be coming in for you that give you clues about your own personal revolution. The next step you need to take. It'll look different for everyone, It'll look different for everyone. But there's something, stirring deep in your soul. It's stirring, in your heart. Something's awakening in you. And it's almost like you're getting a download. It's almost like it's not on this earth, you know? Maybe you're expanding spiritually, you know? Maybe you're expanding your consciousness. Maybe you're opening up in new ways, you know, that have been previously unfamiliar to you. And yet, as you open up to these new energies, these new sensations, experiences, you know, that broaden your consciousness, I think you're kind of having this epiphany that this is kind of coded, you know, in your DNA. It's something that you've always known. You may also get a lot of messages coming in through music. You might be listening to old songs. They might be reawakening certain memories in you that are really pivotal at this point in time. You know, the words, the lyrics, they have messages for you. They have information to impart to you. It's like directive from spirit. You know, how you look at, you know, spirit is a highly personal thing too. There's no wrong way. There's no right way. There's just your way, okay? You know? So trust how you relate to that, you know? Some people view spirit as just like that tug, you know, they feel inside that, you know, it's just a deep knowing in their bones. They don't really know where it originates from, but they know when they get that hit, that's it. That's the thing that sets the cogs of fate and destiny into motion and brings on life-changing events, meetings. I feel like you're going to be having a lot of these. These experiences are going to be really waking up for you. And you know, it's funny because people look at Capricorn and they don't have that idea of Capricorn. They don't have this like expansion, consciousness around Capricorn. But I think this is really waking up in you right now during Pisces season. You know, Pisces is that very expansive energy too, and it's the water element, right? And you're earth. And that water, you know, it nurtures your earth. Like you get your growth from that. So I feel like, especially during Pisces season, Capricorn, you're really going to be opening up psychically, you know. Your intuition is going to be heightened. Synchronicities are going to be coming in thick and fast. I think a lot of them will be through music. I'm getting a lot of like, kind of like radio transmissions, you know, like frequency. I'm seeing some like out there, like, you know, outer space shit. Seriously, I'm getting like these galactic vibes around Capricorn, which is so interesting. It really is, because it's a very kind of out of pocket energy to come in with Capricorn, and very unexpected. And that's what compelled me to get on tonight. I wasn't gonna do a reading tonight, but I was like, oh my gosh, I have to ride this one out. There's no way. There's no way I can like avoid this. This is too cool. This is the kind of stuff I dig, okay? I love this kind of energy. So yeah, you may be, you know, wanting to just spend some time out at night, gazing into the stars. You may be watching sci-fi flicks and interested in kind of out there concepts, you know, thinking about the plausibility of Twilight Zone scenarios. Maybe having a piqued interest in astronomy, you know, in particular, curiosity about astrology, you know, although it's kind of interesting. I feel like with the astrology, it's sort of like that's more secondary. It's more secondary. You're far more interested in the astronomy. You know, you like the foundation of how things work. You know, you're all kind of enamored by the cogs, you know, that set everything in motion. And you know, the astrology is starting to kind of like interest you too, but you're just more fascinated with the unknown. Intrigued by it, actually. A lot of people find it frightening, but you have had to be in this like kind of unknown zone for so long that you're starting to kind of find comfort in it. It's kind of comforting that what's ahead is unknown. You're sort of ready for that. You're ready for that new energy. You're ready to, you know, discover something new about yourself, something new about others, something new about the world around you. You kind of don't want the same old, same old. You're tired of predictability. You want to shake it up a little bit, which I think is a good thing myself. You know, you only live once. You can't keep it too safe. So yeah, very out there energy, you know, very expansive. But you know what's really cool is Capricorn can really root that shit because you hold that earth energy. You're the goat. You're the goat. You know, you're the sea goat. That just struck me. That's probably why this is coming through for you in Pisces season, because, you know, Pisces is all about the ocean, that Neptunian energy, right? A very like watery, flowy. It's like, it is like the outer space on Earth, right? There's so much we haven't discovered about the ocean. So many creatures that exist there that we have no idea about. We can't even reach the ocean's depths. It is a whole other world. It may as well be outer space. Does that make sense? Makes sense. But because you're the goat, you know, you're rooted, you know, but you're so fucking rooted. Like, think about goats. What can goats do? They can crawl up a freaking 90 degree, you know, cliffside like nothing. You know, they are unstoppable. They will find a way. So I think that, you know, it's that real tenacious energy, that resilient energy of the goat, but also that like, no, I'm solid. Like nothing's going to move me. I think it actually means you can really draw down a lot of powerful energy and you can hold it. Like you can hold it and you can hold it with authority. And I feel like that's what's about to come in for you. Starting in Pisces season, starting now. You know? You're going to be opening up, seeing things in new ways, gaining new perspectives. And it's also going to be funneled into your material reality. It's going to shift your landscape. But you have the footing you need, you know, to be able to do it. Other people might not be able to hold the kind of energy that's coming in for you, but you can. You got what it takes. You know, you got that drive. You got that drive, and you are ready for a revolution. And your revolution is coming. And, you know, it's like the revolution always begins on the inside. It's always a personal revolution. And that creates a revolution, right? What is revolution? Revolution is movement. Like a wheel turning, right? It gets things moving. All right? Nothing stays the same. Nothing stays in its place with a revolution. There's forward momentum. And that's what's coming in for you, Capricorn. And it all starts now. And that was the download I had coming in for you. So I'm really interested in seeing what comes through in these cards. Quick preamble. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please click subscribe, click the bell, get the notifications. I'm going to be bringing lots of good stuff in for you all. I'm going to keep the readings coming. Also, like, share, comment, engage. I would love to like build community here. I'd love to hear, you know, where you all are at and, you know, the energies that are rocking in your life and what your experience is on your path. You know, I want this to be a place where people can connect and like drop in on a very real level. So, you know, please, if you feel so inspired, if you appreciate the content, I would greatly appreciate that support because it does allow me to really build the channel, you know, and get these messages out to more people. Secondly, it's not a personal reading, okay? It is a collective reading, and when you think collective, think, you know, the collective unconscious. It's like, whoa, it's huge, okay? So, you know, I speak to whatever downloads want to come through, all right? I don't interrupt anything, and my job as a reader is to get out of the way, all right? So I just step aside and I let what comes through come through. I speak to it. Not everything may resonate with you, okay? But what I do find is even if a specific, okay, that I'm outlining doesn't resonate with you, if you just open up to the energy of the message itself, if you think about how could this apply to my situation, engage your intuition, you know, start working with that now. You know, you're already like moving into this expansive energy. So start engaging in that now. Let that energy come in for you. All right. And you apply it as it fits your situation, you know, feel out how it's speaking to you. The other thing I will say is I will be calling out astrological signs. I've been playing with this a bit. I tried putting it at the end of the reading. It doesn't always feel right to do that. You know, what I really realized is I just got to let it flow how it flows, okay? I don't want people to get too stuck on the astrological signs though, because really when the astrological signs are coming in, unless they're coming in as a court card, which definitely indicates a player on the board, if they're coming in as a major arcana, like it's just an archetypal energy. Anybody can really hold that, okay? And even when it's coming in with a court card, it's like, it could be the person just has that sign strongly aspected somewhere in their chart, all right? So don't get stuck on that because then it's going to be a limitation in how you receive the reading. Try to stay open, all right? And same thing when I speak in terms of gender, he, she, they, them, kings, queens, you know, same thing. Apply it as it fits for you. I relay the message as it comes through. If it's coming through as feminine for me, that's what I'm going to relay. If it's coming through as masculine, that's what I'm going to relay. If it's coming through as, you know, fluid, then that's what I'm going to relay. Whatever comes out of my mouth is what comes out of my mouth. Like I said, I'm not sitting here, you know, premeditating it. I'm letting the energy flow. So please just take it as it applies for you. Okay? So let's see what is coming in here. Oh. I talked about the revolution and I went to cut the deck so I could give it a few shuffles and oh my gosh, this cut. The Judgment with the Wheel of Fortune. OMG. Things are gonna get moving. Look at that Wheel of Fortune. You are really closing up a karmic cycle. You have done some important work. And now you are going to get that reward. That is the Judgment. You can rest, okay? You can rest easy. Don't stress out. I feel like a lot of you may have been stressed out lately, like just wondering what is going to happen, and am I going to be able to, like, you know, turn things around? You know, maybe you've made some choices that you feel weren't the best choices you could have made. Maybe you've been experiencing some setbacks here and there, and that's caused you to, you know, start to doubt your path a bit. I would say, you know, don't go there. Just trust, you know. I don't really believe that when we make a choice, it's necessarily an accident. That doesn't mean that sometimes our choices can't be destructive, that they can't cause issues for us in our life. But what it does mean is that it was a lesson you needed to learn. There's something that you needed to discover through that process. You know, so don't spend time second guessing things too much, questioning things. Just, you know, relax a little bit, okay? Rest. Take this time while you have the space to kind of like take a breather to prepare yourself, because things are about to get moving and your destiny is for sure coming in with that Wheel of Fortune. And if you've been struggling, if you've been having a hard time, there's no better sign than the Wheel of Fortune to say, hey, don't worry. The wheel's always got to turn. Ooh, and I'm just getting crazy sentiments right there. So the wheel's got to turn. Things will improve dramatically. And when they do improve, it's going to feel very much like destiny. You know, things are just going to click. And it was 21:33 on the clock when I said that. 2 + 1 is 3. 333. There's that number again, okay? It is time for change, and it is coming. So let's do this. Any messages, Spirit, for Capricorn? I almost said Cancer, so you might be dealing with a Cancer in your life. That might be a sign coming in for you that's going to play a pivotal role. But Capricorn collective, Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What is coming in? What is the overarching theme of the experiences and events that are going to occur in 2022 for the Capricorn collective? It's interesting. Ooh, oh, wow. This is interesting here. Ooh. Looks like we got a little competition brewing in the love department. This is very wild energy here. Oh, I gotta see what's going on here. Oh, wow. Oh, Cappy. Okay, so we see right here the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is coming in with the 5 of Wands, all right? So with the Lovers, traditionally, this is about having to make a choice in love. Now, this choice can be related to a lot of different things, all right? It can be a choice between, you know, what partner you want to be with. Maybe you have to choose between more than one person, all right? This can be a choice about the type of relationship you want to have, or if you want to have a relationship at all, if you would prefer to remain single. This can also be a choice about whether or not to take a relationship to the next level or to end it. We do see that there has been a lot of struggle around this, okay? You may have even been having some difficult communications in this regard. I just say that because with this particular Lover's card, there is a message being held in the beak of this swan that they're taking a ride on, all right? And, you know, swans, it's an interesting swan. It's sort of like almost a dragon-like swan. It's very wild. But that fantastical energy. And I'm just noticing also on that swan there is a little mouse. And mouse medicine is all about the details, the little details. So I'm getting this message that you know, don't get so mired in the details of things, because, you know, swan energy is like, grace has it, okay? Spirit has this, and Spirit's going to be giving you messages that's going to give you directive in this situation. Let Spirit handle the details. Stop feeling like you have to fuss budget about everything, that you have to be the one who makes all the plans, that you have to be the one, you know, that, you know, takes the wheel. Okay, here's that wheel message again. That you have to take the wheel and you're the one who's going to steer this course. I feel like you're being taken along for a ride. And the more that you fight it by having to control every little aspect of how your love life unfolds, you're going to have a problem. You know, it's going to complicate matters. And especially if you're uncertain about the choice you need to make and you're in that space where you're kind of confused, it probably would serve you best at this time to just take some time to yourself with this Hermit card. You know, the Hermit card is all about an inner journey. It's about really turning within and shining that light into the dark corners that maybe you don't normally look into. So you can uncover what's there to help light your way forward as far as what choices you should make, all right? Virgo energy with that Hermit card, Gemini energy with this Lovers card, you know. With the Five of Wands, it's very fiery energy, so we definitely have like passions are involved here. There also may be some anger, you know, some frustration involved as well, because the Five of Wands is a very argumentative card. I do feel like there's multiple people involved, you know, in your situation. This can be people who have different opinions about what you should do, what your choices should be. This could also be multiple suitors, you know, multiple options. And that might be causing some complication, might also be causing some drama. So that could also make your choices more complicated, you know, than they need to be. So I definitely would say there's this energy of needing to pull back, you know, take some time to yourself, get really clear, and know that when the time is right, you are going to be guided in the right direction and right where you need to be. The wheel will get moving. Destiny is at play. Spirit's got the wheel. Spirit's handling the details on this one, okay? And there definitely will be wish fulfillment in this regard, because we got the Knight of Pentacles here, which is a guarantee of success. It's real slow moving energy. But when it comes in, it brings a tangible result with that Ace of Pentacles that Knight is holding in his hands, okay? That is earth energy, so it's your energy, Capricorn, but also Virgo, so repeat Virgo message there, and Taurus as well, okay? And there is wish fulfillment here. We see that with the Nine of Cups. So this is a very positive energy. There will be a new beginning that brings a great deal of not just, you know, happiness in matters of the heart, but also a decision, you know, that moves you into a more prosperous time in your life. This is very, very beneficial energy. This is weird. Why does this card is like turned? This is a different deck, and I don't even know how this card turned over, but it's the King from my super awesome future. Super awesome future deck, okay? So, you know, I think this is speaking loud and clear. Like, all of a sudden, look at, horses are about movement too. They're about movement and they're about power. This is wild, okay? Cool. Well, that's interesting. I chose to put the Hermit there. I don't know why, but this is very interesting. All of a sudden, you know, the Knight becomes the King. This might be a very clear message for someone dealing with a Virgo in particular, okay? Maybe there's been a Virgo that's been stepping to you and you're like, you know what? I don't know. You're kind of running some night energy. Like, I need you to level up. I'm looking for a king. And you might just see that Virgo, after doing some inner work, graduate to that next level, king up. We also see that there's a lion here. So this is, you know, Leo energy too. New beginning. But I think there's going to be a positive outcome in this situation. Yeah, you know, you moved away from the lower vibrational shit, you know, you decided to move away from troubled waters and search for something that was more spiritually meaningful for you. You're looking for somebody who's not going to be so guarded, you know, with this Nine of Wands energy. You're ready for somebody who really wants to unite and form a union. You're also tired of secretive shit, you know, and people, you know, doing shady stuff behind your back. You need things to be up front, on the up and up. That's very important to you. You're also not so sure, you know, you want this third-party dynamic situation anymore either. You're ready to move into a time of celebration. And knowing that you got your person by your side. You don't want all this like kind of like, you know, half-ass shit. I see like a lot of success coming in with this Eight of Pentacles energy. I see that